Okay, so what we've done so far is we've taken this black thing off of that, almost looks like an exhaust bolt, taken this fastener off, we've taken this plastic guy out of here, and we've taken this out of here, and we've taken the TCV valve cover off. All right, so you can pop. Okay, the next thing we've done is we've disconnected these connectors, which were plugged into that from the bottom like this. Then we disconnected all of the what I believe are the ignition boots and the ignition coils. So they go right down the line like that. There's 4 of each of them. Now I'm working on this, and I'm working on this, and I'll work on that one, and we'll go from there. Okay, so the next thing that we did is we're trying to get this off, which is being difficult. So what we did was we took this central part that connects the air filter to the air intake housing. We took that off with a clip, and I tucked that away. And then I took the whole boot out, put it on the floor. I took off these 4 screws. I also took off this, which seems like it's a vacuum hose possibly. And now we're trying to take this off before we proceed. Okay, we're into it now. I've taken off these 2, which I'm assuming are connectors to the computer. And now I've pulled out each of the ignition boots. And when the last one came out, the spring stayed inside, so I'm a bit nervous about that. But also I retracted this red thing and was able to get the button so that I could pull this off, which controls the throttle body, I'm assuming. So I feel like we've got this far enough out of the way now, we should be able to start trying to take the valve cover off. Okay, so the next thing we did was loosen all of the bolts all the way around the valve cover. There was 8 of them. The rusted one was the bottom at the back, and we heated that and put on rust penetrant and used a pair of vice grips, and we got lucky. And then in order to pull off the valve cover, we had to cut all the tape. There was tape connected to the valve cover to this wiring harness at the back, which wasn't easy to see. And
we also undid the heating coolant. The coolant came out.
Oh yeah, we took out off the coolant hose. We took off this wire and this whole harness, which is now disconnected. We're hoping it's going to be easy to remember what goes where. So we're going to keep that out of the way. And I can't remember anything else that we did, so let's stop there. I want to do a brief update on the second side. So the passenger side has 8 bolts holding down the valve cover. The driver's side on this 5.4 liter 2010 in the Raptor has 9, and on the passenger side I had 1 rusted bolt, which was the very back one, which gave me problems, but with heat and penetrating fluid I got it out and some patience. On this side I had 4 plus the dipstick, which I needed to remove to get one of the rusted bolts, access to one of the rusted bolts. Plus I believe that I wouldn't have been able to take the valve cover off without loosening the dipstick. In addition, to get good access to those rusted bolts, I had to take the steering drive shaft off. And so there's the dipstick, and then there's also this vacuum hose at the back, which I have yet to loosen off. I'm just trying to solve one problem at a time. So apart from that, it was very similar. I took the whole air filter and the reservoir for the coolant out of my way. I also took the tire off in order to get access to these rusted bolts. So you can see in there that I've got those broken loose. So that's where we're at on this side.